Now that we've been able to establish the definition of redox reaction in terms of electron transfer, so it means any reaction in which electron transfer occur is a redox reaction. Whether there is oxygen or no oxygen, the reaction should be a redox reaction. So let's have a look at this reaction between sodium and chlorine to give sodium chloride. We're going to compare the reaction to another reaction that we have experienced about before. Of course, in this reaction, sodium is a metal and chlorine is non-metal. So you can see reaction between magnesium and oxygen. Magnesium is also a metal, and sodium and oxygen is a non-metal. Magnesium undergo oxidation in the reaction, and oxygen undergoes reduction. And we can see that oxygen and chlorine, both of them, they are non-metals, and sodium and magnesium, they are metals. So it means sodium will undergo oxidation and chlorine will undergo reduction. But how can we show this? So let's look at this. We need to write the half equation for this reaction so we can see how electron is being transferred from sodium to chlorine. Of course, you know that sodium is element number 11, and then it has only one valence electron, and chlorine is element number 17, has 7 valence electrons. So when they react, they form sodium chloride. So of course, in that case, it means sodium will transfer 1 electron to chlorine. So, and this is same thing as loss of electron. And of course, we know that loss of electron is oxidation. So of course, it means sodium undergo oxidation. So let's write the half equation for this. Sodium will lose 1 electron. Sodium lost 1 electron to become sodium ion. And of course, we have 2 sodium atoms. So it means that the 2 electrons will be lost. And now we're going to form 2 sodium ions. And this is oxidation. And for the chlorine side, it will gain the electron lost by sodium to form chloride. And then, of course, because there are 2 chlorine atoms, so it means we are going to multiply this one by 2 at the same time. And this is reduction. So we can see that redox reaction has happened without the presence of oxygen. We've been able to establish oxidation and reduction without oxygen being present. Now, let's look at another reaction. So this one maybe is a little bit complex, but that is why I use sodium chloride in this case. So if sodium chloride reacts with fluorine, we are going to have sodium fluoride, and then chlorine molecule will be liberated. From the previous reaction, we know that combination of sodium ion and chloride ion give us sodium chloride. This is similar. Combination of sodium ion and fluoride ion will give us sodium fluoride. So it means if you look at the chloride ion and the fluorine, it is like chloride ion has electron already and give that electron to fluorine molecule. So it means the reaction between sodium chloride and fluorine molecule involves loss of electron between chloride ion and fluorine molecule. So as we can see here, it means chloride loses an electron to fluorine molecule, and of course this is oxidation. It means chloride has been oxidized and fluorine molecule gains electron from chloride ion, and this is reduction. So you can see that the oxidation and reduction happens only between the chloride ion that has previously gained electron from sodium ion to form sodium chloride and fluorine molecule. So that electron that has been previously gained by chloride ion will be lost to fluorine molecule now in this reaction, and the product will be sodium fluoride and chlorine molecule. So let's write the half equation for this reaction. So it should be very easy now because it has been illustrated already. So we're going to have chloride ion loses 1 electron to fluorine molecule in order to form chlorine molecule. So because chlorine molecule there are 2 atoms there, so it means we have to multiply everything by 2, and that is why we have 2Cl minus 2 electron to give us Cl2, and this is oxidation. And for fluorine, of course, it gains electron from chloride ion to form fluoride in the product side. It means the half equation for this will be F plus electron to give us F minus. Of course, it is F2 fluorine molecule that reacts, so it means we have to multiply all this equation by 2 in order to balance the equation. So we have F2 plus 2 electron to give us 2F minus. So we can see that the oxidation and reduction in this reaction occurs only between chloride ion and fluorine molecule. So what happened to sodium in this reaction? So sodium is a spectator ion. When we say sodium is a spectator ion, it means sodium is not participating in the redox reaction. If you look at the charges of sodium in the product side and the charges of sodium in the reactant side, you will see that it is plus in both ends, meaning that sodium is not losing any electron, and neither does it gain any electron. So it is just spectating, watching the transfer of electrons between chloride ion and the fluorine molecule.